This is the truth that I see within any martial arts school, is that the more black belts there are, the less quality. That's just, to me, just something that is inevitable. You know what I mean? With higher quality means that less people will be able to achieve the standards of high quality. Um, High quality cannot be mass produced. You can't develop like armies of people of high quality. It takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. So, you know, the more people that have black belts in any school, the less quality of what it represents. So you see a lot of these overly commercialized styles, such as Taekwondo and Jiu-Jitsu and karate. These styles are over commercialized, and there's a lot of people that claim black belts from these styles. And because there's so many, it just lowers the quality of what it represents. Because the more people that are able to achieve something, it just signifies that it's just easy to achieve. So the harder that you make it to achieve something, and and actually have it represent something significant, the less people there will be that will be able to achieve that, whatever goal that you have established. So, for example, how many people have actually met face to face, an Olympic gold medalist? You'll rarely find somebody, that you know you'll rarely find somebody that has actually been to Olympics and won a gold medal. How many people that you ever meet that even went to, graduated from Harvard University or Princeton University? It's not going to be that many people, you know, because they have higher standards of achievements for that university compared to many others. Alright, so, you can meet thousands of people that practice boxing, but how many people will you actually meet directly face to face that were like former heavyweight champions of the world, or former lightweight champions of the world? I mean, basically, the harder it is to achieve something, the less people out there that will be able to achieve it. I mean, that's just the nature of it. So basically, any school where they have a lot of people that have black belts, it doesn't really, it signifies low quality, a low quality of expectation. Because the way it is that what the black belt is supposed to represent is a very high level of achievement beyond the average, or beyond the normal. And in order to achieve to those standards, it could take a lifetime. It could take decades of development. And it's not something that happens overnight. So essentially, it's because it's so difficult, it is not good for business. Because they want, most commercialized schools, or overly commercialized schools, they want to certify as many people as they can, so then they can make as much money as they can. Because the more people that get certified, the more money they could charge, as far as like the testing fees and the belt fees and all these fees involved. It's a way of business to make money. So basically, the more hamburgers that you sell, the more money you make. It's just the nature of business. So achieving a real black belt, achieving a real high standard is against business, because it's basically signifying, like, okay, higher quality over quantity. So rather than certifying 1,000 people to be black belts, you certify one person to be a black belt. And that's not good for business, but that's how essentially a true black belt should be represented. Something of high standard and high quality. That's not something that is used for, as a way of profit, but as a way of actual achievement through hard effort, you know. And that's just the way it is. I mean, look at how long it has been since Bruce Lee has passed away, and look at how many people have actually been able to reach to his level of standard. Not many at all, you know, at least not many of whom that are widely known and famous, so look at how long we've lived, and look at how many people that have actually lived up to the standards of what Michael Jordan has able to set during his time in basketball. Not many, just maybe Kobe Bryant and LeBron James is the main people that people would compare to Michael Jordan. But out of thousands and millions of basketball players in this world, there's only a couple of people that are reaching towards the standards of what Jordan has established. So basically, that's just the way it is. A real black belt, in order for it to mean something within any school, there can't be a lot of black belts within that school. Otherwise, it just doesn't mean much of anything. Just think about the way our relationships work with marriage. You just choose one wife. You don't have 10,000 wives. You choose one. You choose the best one. There's only one. You can't have 10,000. So when it comes to black belts, it's not, a school should not be having 10,000 black belts. There should be very few, black belts. Then it signifies something more significant. But if there's a school that certifies thousands of black belts, that's signifying a very low quality, and it's not even representing anything significant. In order for it to represent something significant, less and less of the population should be able to achieve the goals that are being presented to be achieved. So, that's just the way it is. That's how true talent operates. Less people could achieve a certain goal compared to the next. So meaning, you run a marathon, how many people you're going to actually meet that actually can run a marathon in under 2 hours? Not many. But if you up it up to, okay, let's see how many people can finish a marathon in under 6 hours, you're going to meet a lot more people that could do that, because 6 hours is a very long time, and a lot of people would be able to do that. But you cut that 6 hours all the way down to 2 hours now, there's only a handful of people that can do it. And that's how I see the black belts as what it's supposed to represent. It's very few people should be able to achieve that high standard that's established within the school. That's what puts more value and significance within the achievement, when basically less people could achieve what the goals that are being presented within any school. And that's what sets the difference between something like Harvard University and Princeton University and Yale University than, say, the average online university where you could get your degree within 30 days or some stupid thing like that. There's a big difference between the two. And I feel that, people that want to represent themselves to be black belt martial artists, they need to represent that high standard that's above the average, and any style that certifies thousands of people to be black belts, it might be a popular style, it might make a lot of money, but what they're having their belts represent is not true to the martial arts.